Wow, we back. Live out your dreams. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And today we got a news story about Lindell Price, the former owner of Turkey Leg Hut. Him and his wife had built an empire and things like that. And today it says, I know y'all remember the place getting burnt down in 2020, right? Correct. Well, Turkey Leg Hut arrested after federal grand jury indictment. Let's see what's going on. And now, don't get me wrong, he was already coming home from prison not too long before the business even blew up. So he got some felonies in his background. But we don't judge people. We listen. We don't judge. But let's see what's going on.
In the saga of a once popular Houston restaurant. Good afternoon. I'm Lisa Hernandez.
Adam, Andy Sirota, KPRC2 was the first this afternoon to report indictments against the former owner of the Turkey Leg Hut. Lindell Price was arrested Thursday on multiple charges, accused of paying someone to burn down a business partner's restaurant. Our Bryce Newberry was in the courtroom this afternoon for Price's appearance. Bryce, what have we learned?
Yeah, Andy and Lisa, we know that fire happened nearly 5 years ago at bar 5015 in the Museum District. And today, Lynn Price, who is the former owner of the Turkey Leg Hut, the co-owner, he has been accused of orchestrating and paying others to start that fire. He was arrested yesterday, a source tells me, during a traffic stop after he left his girlfriend's house in the Katy area. And when they took him into custody, that source says that he was in tears. Take a look at this video we have from that fire that happened back in June of 2020. People nearby say that they felt an explosion when that happened, and surveillance video captured masked men pouring fluids around the bar before it went up in flames. Buildings and homes near that scene also had damage, and according to the federal indictment just unsealed, Lynn Price conspired and paid others to burn the place down. Armani Williams and John Lee Price, who is not related to Lynn, allegedly bought gasoline, gas cans, and face coverings at a truck stop, and then they drove to the bar early in the morning back in June of 2020 and started that fire. 3 minutes after the fire ignited, the indictment alleges that Lynn Price got a call that the arson was complete. He allegedly paid them later that day, and federal prosecutors allege that Lynn Price targeted a former co-owner of the Turkey Leg Hut and his own business partner, all for financial gain. So John Lee Price, who allegedly started and got paid for that fire, and his attorney just spoke with us outside of court this afternoon.
Niggas broke too, because them young niggas right there doing that. And niggas did in 2020, height of the pandemic, niggas was broke. Some niggas had money, they hit the PPP loan, don't get it twisted, but shit, these young niggas, I ain't no telling what was going on, bro. And he sent them in there like some dummies. They did it like some dummies. And this fool here, he had a good thing going, bro. Like, lost his wife.
This is a classic example of being very mindful of the company that you keep. Sometimes the company that you keep can get you in trouble. We look forward to looking into the charges, investigating the charges, and ensuring that Mr. John Lee Price's rights are protected.
So John Lee Price and Armani Williams have been released on bond this afternoon, but Lynn Price is being held in federal custody. We did see him in the courtroom today. He was handcuffed and shackled. His mother was also in the courtroom. She didn't want to say anything to the cameras as she left later on, but he will be back in federal court next week for a detention hearing that'll determine what happens going forward. He does face up to 25 years in federal prison, and prosecutors say that additional unnamed people have also been charged in this arson.
That's crazy, bro. And this guy had a chance to really do something, bro. Like, I seen this man, like, did you see how he went he really did it. He really did it, bro. Like, they had did it. Now, don't get me wrong, he was spilling out the business and stuff, but Turkey Leg Hut, this is what he took to the car. This is what he took to the car wash the first year. Them all his cars. They got a garage and everything. All them his car. Them big two Turkey Leg Hut trucks. All them his cars, fam. Crazy work. Just getting out there was crazy. They getting some money. Look at all this shit, man. He took all them cars to look at all this shit, man. I'm talking about filing over money, but I don't know. I don't even know, bro. If you get, I don't know, bro. You getting that much money, bro. I don't even know what to think, what to say, how to act, how to move, how to groove. You know? You getting that type of money. I don't know what's going on, bro. Hold on, Lynn's Garage. Let me see if I can find Lynn's Garage. Because this dude was getting like hella money, bro. Like, but at the same time, with his wife or everything, I'm gonna go over there too. Because that's part of it too. All this his stuff. I think he did James Harden car. Look at all these cars, bro. All this money he got. And then let me go see the wife, bro. Man, turkey leg hunt on. It's just crazy that it came down to this. It was all going bad. Like it just started going bad, bro. Like and these people got hella money, bro. And then she was going through what she was going through with the nigga. You know, they throwing block parties. They got everybody in the city coming out there, everybody in the country. Kevin Hart coming through, everybody coming through. Everybody coming through. Look, they on news, she on the channel. They behind in damages. They getting sued by the people. The gospel singer suing on them. But these people right here, but you gotta realize I just can't put it on him because she knew what she was dealing with coming from that background or whatever he went to jail for in the first place. Don't get me wrong, you supposed to hold down your man or whatever, but she knew what was going on. So I just can't put it on. I just can't put it on him all the way, even though he was hella wrong and all that. But she got some part to play in this too because she married this nigga. You know, she the brains behind this shit. He might have been a muscle or whatever. But she married this nigga, and I just hate to see it come down to this. This nigga blew up his own stuff, messed up $1 million empire. Yeah, over nothing. Over what? Over nothing. The daiquiri hut, the turkey leg hut, going down, got their businesses doing their thing, making $200,000 in one day. That's crazy, bro. But some people say, for the love of money is the root of all evil. That's what the Bible say. They didn't have so much press with this stuff. And I just hate to see where it is and where it come from and how it went all downhill. But y'all know, like I said, it is what it is. I just want to bring this story to the light. And go from there, man. Y'all know what it is. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. And y'all get at the kid.